Kemo te, nakuzimo biaru ote.
What's up everyone, I'm Dan and thanks to Artax Games for the review code. I'll be looking at a Rite from the Stars Remastered Edition on the Nintendo Switch. A Rite from the Stars is a 3D puzzle adventure game that takes players on a mystical journey through Keikala Island, where a young boy named Kerm embarks on a sacred rite of passage. The game presents a unique blend of puzzle solving, platforming and exploration as Kerm, accompanied by his guiding star Hoku as they navigate through 3 different paths: wisdom, courage and spirit. Each of the different paths offer distinct gameplay mechanics. In the wisdom path, players solve puzzles by picking up and placing items in the correct locations. The courage path requires controlling both Kerm and his companion Merc the meerkat simultaneously to overcome obstacles. Meanwhile, the spirit path introduces dimension shifting mechanics, allowing Kerm to explore a dreamy alternate reality. While the variety in gameplay keeps things fresh, the controls take some getting used to. Players must use both analog sticks to move Kerm and his companion independently, for example, which can be disorienting at first. The learning curve is not too steep, but the process of controlling 2 characters should feel smooth and intuitive. Unfortunately, there are moments where the controls feel sluggish or unresponsive, which detracts from the overall experience. Another issue arises when navigating the 3D world. Judging distances and positioning characters correctly can be difficult due to the camera angles and depth perception limitations. This often leads to unnecessary trial and error, which becomes increasingly frustrating as the game progresses. Another thing I found upon launching the game, I was immediately met with a strange issue where I thought something might be wrong with the game or my speaker settings. I went to the options and found the sound settings were turned down to near silence. If you experience the same problem, be sure to head into the settings menu and manually increase the volume for all audio options. Once I adjusted the sound, the game's award-winning original soundtrack became much more immersive, adding depth to the experience. Visually, A Rite from the Stars presents a detailed world with a unique art style that complements its mystical setting. The environments feel dense and lively, and the character models are well animated. However, some areas feel a bit too dark and washed out, making it difficult to appreciate the finer details of the world. Despite these minor drawbacks, the artistic direction successfully creates a magical and intriguing atmosphere. The game starts off slowly with simple puzzles and tasks that gradually introduce different mechanics. While this is helpful for newcomers, the slow pacing may test the patience of more experienced players. As the game advances, the challenges become more complex, but not always in a satisfying way. Some puzzles feel cleverly designed, while others feel tedious or artificially difficult due to the game's clunky mechanics. One of the biggest frustrations comes towards the latter part of the game, where the mechanics became a bit more cumbersome than enjoyable. What should be engaging dual character control system often feels like a chore, leading to moments of irritation rather than triumph. When everything works as intended, solving puzzles and overcoming obstacles and bosses feels rewarding, but when the mechanics fail, it quickly turns into an exercise of frustration. A Rite from the Stars offers multiple endings based on the choices made throughout Kerm's journey. This adds a layer of replayability for those interested in experiencing all 6 possible outcomes. The game also includes different gameplay objectives such as playing a rock orchestra, dodging coconuts thrown by a mischievous monkey, and escaping from a burning temple. These moments provide some fun distractions but don't fully make up for the game's shortcomings. Additionally, completionists will appreciate the in-game achievements, hidden collectibles and unlockable content, which provides incentives to explore every corner of the island. However, whether these extras are worth pursuing depends on the player. I really wanted to love this one, and A Rite from the Stars is a game with a lot of ambition and charm, but it struggles to fully deliver on its promise. The visual style, soundtrack and storytelling create an intriguing world, but the frustrating mechanics and awkward controls hold it back from being a truly great experience. While there are enjoyable moments to be had, particularly in the early stages, the game ultimately becomes more frustrating than fun as it nears its conclusion. For players who enjoy puzzle adventure games and don't mind a bit of mechanical clunkiness, A Rite from the Stars might still offer a worthwhile experience. However, for those looking for a more polished and fluid gameplay experience, this title may not be the best choice. If you decide to embark on Kerm's journey, just be prepared for a few bumps along the way. A Rite from the Start Remastered Edition is out now on the Nintendo eShop, priced at $10.99 in the UK and $11.99 in the US. Hope you enjoyed the review, thanks for watching, and until next time.
Ritsu.
Whee!